Caruso with the steal. The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. Rockets lead by 7. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Rockets.
And just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmares clamps thus far.
And one way players look to expand their game, adding counter moves to keep defenders off balance. Greg, what was something you added that really gave defenders pause?
You know, the snatchback pull-up, using your speed to kind of get the defender going downhill, and then you slam on the brakes and just create that separation to then go into attack mode.
Dort, left side. Pass to Williams. There's the triple. Good on the triple.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whoever he's facing.
Now, here's Thompson. Driving the lane. Rebound by Williams.
And priority number one has got to be the finish, guys, not the fancy stuff. And great recognition. Holmgren saw the open floor and took it down.
And before last season, Ime Udoka turned heads when he set the Rockets apart, had playoff aspirations.
Well, kudos to Ime Udoka. I mean, very few people believe they would make the playoffs in the stacked Western Conference, and no one saw them finishing as a 2 seed. They didn't meet expectations. They exceeded.
Pass to Williams. Back to SGA. Here comes Shea. Adams, some nice D.
You won't see that from him very often, missing the bunny like that.
And Durant gets double teamed. Smith for 3. It's hauled in by Jalen Williams.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Pass to Caruso. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Durant. And that one's good. SGA's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And he had a good look. And Gilgeous-Alexander made it pay off.
Here's Thompson. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Here's Oklahoma City now. They're on a 9-1 run. Count that one for George.
Very good inside. Dort's got great upper body strength.
And Durant gets double teamed. To the right side. Houston needs to get a shot. For 3, Smith. Kept alive. Outside for KD. Takes the 3. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. The Thunder with the lead. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And he banks in the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 points.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, arguably the most feared slasher in the game. Teammate Jalen Williams said, quote, everybody knows what he's going to do, and he's still able to get the spots on a consistent basis. SGA paused a beat before bluntly saying, I get to run on anybody. That goes for you, Kevin.
Yeah, certainly a nightmare to contain. All right, Allie, we thank you very much.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. To the inside. It's rebounded by Houston. Durant deciding where to go with it. To end the run. Not going to go that time. And so it's Oklahoma City heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. Back right after this. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Screen by Adams. Oh, the silky smooth 3 from KD.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Clark, perhaps the biggest surprise of last season, the Houston Rockets.
For sure. I mean, they hadn't even made the play-in tournament in 2024. Just with internal development and improvement, ended up as the 2 seed in the stacked West. You've got to give Ime Udoka and his staff tremendous credit.
And how about the anticipation by Holmgren to force the turnover and ignite the break?
Durant, no good. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. 6-point lead.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
And so here is Oklahoma City. Down low. Caruso. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him skip to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
It's a nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Kicks it out to Holmgren. And there's the call on Chet Holmgren. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
The Rockets making a switch here. Outside, KD. Back to Thompson. Smith outside. Over Williams. And it's Durant missing.
You're not going to see that very often.
Oh!
And running offense through Holmgren, great court awareness and really unselfish.
Pass to Shepard. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. And the dunk by SGA.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
And, guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear, he's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
Three-pointer. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. On the wing, Thompson. Pass to Shepard. Smith outside. Clock at 6. There's the double team with SGA. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. The Thunder leading by 9. The kick out to Williams. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. From deep three-point land. Missed for the first time this game. He's 5 for 6. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Durant gets the bucket.
Another bomb for him right now. His three-point shooting might be the key to cutting that lead.
I don't think there's any question about it. I mean, as long as he keeps knocking them down, they might as well keep going back to the well. No reason to let it run dry. Keep firing that thing.
Pass to Shepherd. A three-pointer off the mark. And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline.
Timeout.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them.
Timeout.
Knocked loose. And stolen by Thompson. And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. For 3, Durant. And so it's Oklahoma City with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great... And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. The Thunder leading by 6. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Out to Wallace. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. 6 to shoot. Pass to Williams. Kevin Durant with the rebound. Rockets trail by 6. Back to Smith. No good on the 3.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's SGA. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And turnovers have been the issue for him.
You can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
Şengün with a wide open look. That's good, and it's KD with the assist.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Well, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Dort misses. Rockets trail by 3. Here's Smith. And Smith with the stuff.
And guys, we're going to see a lot of that from this young man. Smith right now beasting
pass to Dort. Durant with the steal. And it's Houston on the break. No one near Shepherd as he lets it go. And another three for Houston. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Rockets.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
That one is off.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Knocks down the three.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little three-happy down the stretch sometimes, letting it fly.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks, guys. Mark Daigneault had some words for his team over the last break. He applauded their shooting and their shot selection, saying, "We're taking the right threes, not forcing anything. Keep doing that, and they'll continue to fall." Makes the game easy, doesn't it?
Thank you once again, Allie. Good on the basket.
This is what puts KD in elite company. He's so good at catch and shoot.
Now Holmgren. All right, here's Williams. And there's the call on Amen Thompson. That's his first foul. And stolen by Thompson.
And just a loss of concentration there. And they're going to pay for it with the over and back.
Yeah, clearly an unforced mistake there. You got to keep your head in the game and tighten that handle.
Toward outside. Gilgeous-Alexander. That one's off. Still out of sync. And so Şengün will bring it up for Houston. Here in the fourth quarter, the defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. Two shots coming up.
Crafty work there by Shepherd to draw the whistle while in the act of shooting.
Durant rips down the rebound.
A good scorer around the rim. He is met there by an irresistible force.
Jacks up a three. Holmgren rips down the rebound. And they're trailing by 11. Gilgeous-Alexander puts it up and through.
And finally, with some offense, he stops a 17-0 run by Houston.
We've got 1:08 left to play in the final quarter. Now Thompson. 5 to shoot. Now Durant. Missed on the three. Gilgeous-Alexander.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
KD with it. Williams picks him up. And Durant gets double teamed. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. From outside, and there's the three.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exit.
And here's Houston. They're on a 20-7 run. Durant, the response triple, answers back. Outside, Dort.
So glad to have you on board for some hoops. Here we go. Brian Anderson here, alongside Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, with Allie LaForce joining us from the floor. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Smith with the rebound.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
Back up Houston in transition. And it's slammed in by Adams.
And whenever Adams is aggressive on offense, it helps big time, especially when he's dunking it hard inside.
No good with the triple.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Well, Grant, you look up and down this Thunder roster. It is just loaded with winning players.
Yeah, B.A. Guys who are going to make the right play, defend their spot, move without the ball. I mean, they built something special in OKC, piece by piece.
And the Thunder in possession here. After the basket by Houston. Here's Holmgren. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. And so Thompson will bring it up for the Rockets. For three, Durant drains the triple.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. To the inside. Holmgren. And the big finish by Holmgren.
And before he even leaves the floor, Holmgren has the ball at rim level.
The three, Durant. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. Here's Joe. Adams grabs a miss.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Pass to Thompson. The shake. There's the drive. Williams grabs the board. And here's Joe. This one for three. Sinks it from distance.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Now here's Durant. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for OKC. Trailing by 2. So they take the lead. Joe's got 6.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
The three from Thompson sinks the tray. He's got 5.
And this is big for Thompson's confidence. He needs to keep hitting from downtown.
Here's Joe. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Easton. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Ime Udoka. Our first topic of conversation, of course, facing Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He told me SGA is so hard to game plan for. He has incredible length for a point. He's too big for a guard, too quick for a wing. We have our work cut out for us. Back to you guys.
And Allie, thank you for that. Thompson goes in. Oh, and the jam by Thompson.
That's unreal. I mean, Thompson, that was going to hit his head on the rim one day. Oh.
Eason comes with a double. And a bit of a battle for the ball. And the officials signal a jump ball here. And Houston has possession. Thompson with it. 7 points in the game. Smith outside. Durant way outside. Sinks hits it. What range from downtown. Durant's got 6.
This is almost hard to watch because this should be a tough shot, but Durant makes the game look so smooth.
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. Thompson right side. Got it off in time. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. Well, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Rockets.
Well, they're off to a good start getting it inside and scoring at close range. Solid fundamentals so far in this one.
Durant, no good. Thunder trail by 4. And probably one of the least favored opponents to take on around the league, the Houston Rockets.
Yeah, they're so well coached. They're physical. They're aggressive defensively. They're monsters on that ground. They'll take something out of you. And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
They double team Durant. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Inside. Here's Hartenstein. And Hartenstein slams it in.
Love to see him inside passing like this, as well as guys being on the same page.
Oh, and the jam by Thompson.
Well, you see Thompson's explosion there. I mean, just an insanely quick first step. All the defender can do is bump him.
Now here's Mitchell. He's scoreless. Thompson pulls it in.
Wow, he doesn't miss many of those. He's such a strong finisher and tight.
Outside Durant. KD splashes the triple.
The confidence that Durant has in his three-point shot is something special. He doesn't doubt his selections at all.
To the middle. Here's Hartenstein. Off with the layup. The Rockets lead by 9. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Now here's Durant. They lead by the biggest margin of the game at 9. And here's Thompson for 3. On offense, here are the Thunder. Pass to Hartenstein. It falls. He's now 2 of 5 from the field. Well, Graham, offense is trying to stretch the D to the breaking point. But it goes beyond just three-point shooting.
Yeah, there's how you position on the perimeter. But, you know, then you also want that vertical spacing, too, where you have a lot of threat at the rim. What a burst Thompson has. I mean, on his drives, he goes from 0 to 60 in a heartbeat.
And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. For the Thunder, the Rockets lead by 10. Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. Thompson goes in. The kick to Durant. Jacks up a 3. And that bucket makes him 4 for 7 today. Good production.
Now, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has made the move from star to superstar, Grant.
Well, no question, B.A. He's been a superstar for quite a few seasons now, but he's not satisfied and just continues to elevate his game year after year.
Thunder trail by 13. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
And that one's good. Holmgren.
And this is where Holmgren is such a scoring threat. His size can make interior shots easier to find.
Now here's Smith. Still without a bucket. Back to Durant. They double-team Durant. On the wing, Thompson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. For 3, Smith. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. They're looking to trim the deficit to single digits. Outside Joe. Screen by Holmgren. Down low. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Thompson in the post. 11 points in the game. Picked by Smith. Durant draws the double. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Shot clock at 6. Launches a 3. Hey, now 5 for 8. Shooting a pretty good percentage right now.
If you feed KD, this man is going to do this all night long.
And it's Williams off the drive. The Rockets pull it in.
Aggressive mindset, but the defender just as determined to send them away empty-handed.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. Here's Durant. No good on the buzzer beater. And so it's Houston. A sizable lead of 14 at the break. They hold a real solid lead right now. Love their approach tonight. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. They double team Durant. Shot clock at 5. Puts up a 3. Another 3 from Houston.
Hard to stop Durant when he's set up like this. He's so well positioned to score.
Back to SGA. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. Pass to Holmgren. Ooh, stolen by Smith. Durant looking around. Dort with a steal. Now Joe. And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. And the big finish by Holmgren.
And putting some power behind his drive. Holmgren managing to get there for an easy slam.
Oklahoma City shooting their first free throw of the contest. And it's exceptional, the level of commitment that Ime Udoka has inspired from this Rockets team, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, he's a player's coach, but very demanding, and he holds everyone accountable. It's all about professional and purpose.
Pass to SGA. To the paint. Adams grabs the miss. The Rockets lead by 14. Thompson outside. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
That is Thompson's game, rocking the rim and giving his team some energy.
Pass to Joe. To the middle. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
And this will be a second trip to the free throw line.
Yeah, many believe Holmgren must add muscle over time to his wiry frame. We'll see if he focuses on doing just that. It can help a big man's game to hit those free throws. It keeps the defense from getting too aggressive.
Now here's Thompson. 13 points in the game. Outside, SGA. Back to Caruso. SGA deciding where to go with it. There's Holmgren on the slam.
And this is why so many are high on Holmgren. His ability to dominate games with his scoring.
Adams. Durant for 3. That won't go. Making him 6 for 12 from the floor now. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. Oklahoma City is not the biggest town, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander said, quote, "Me personally, the market doesn't matter. I love the people in the organization and the people around me. And those are the things that matter. I go to work every single day with a smile on my face. Brian, back to you.
A great organization. All right, Allie, appreciate the report. Clock at 6. Here's Durant. He hits again. 7 for 13 and looking confident.
As versatile as they have come in NBA history, Durant just makes it look so easy.
Houston leading by 14. Thompson outside. Pass to Adams. There's the triple. And Durant hits from deep. Durant's got 24 points.
Defensively, you try so hard to not allow Durant looks from 3. But KD, well, he's just able to score.
Now here's Thompson. Adams a screen. Thompson with it. Caruso covers. Back to Thompson. Pass to Durant. Late clock. Houston's got to hurry. Nails it from beyond the arc. Smith's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
And an intelligent play there from Smith. He keeps his head even with the shot clock running down and saves the possession.
Now here's SGA. Yet to see a basket. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. Knocked loose. Gets it off. Unable to get that one. Kevin Durant has been leading the charge for Houston. He's been lighting it up tonight. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And SGA has got the ball here for OKC. Outside, Williams. Back to SGA. Outside, Williams. Down low. Here's Holmgren. Adams grabs the miss. Houston leading by 20. They double-team Durant. And stolen by Holmgren. On the wing, Caruso. The 3-ball. It's hauled in by Houston. Thompson scanning the floor. On the wing, Durant. Back to Thompson. And stolen by Williams. He goes up. And there's the whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
The name of the game in the modern NBA is making threes, spacing the court, and that's exactly what they are doing tonight.
Here's Thompson. And a missed layup. Thunder trail by 19. Oh, got a piece of it. Stolen by Thompson. Driving inside. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Tough to slow Thompson down when he's got a lane to the rim like that.
Pass to Williams. Here's Joe. Over Easton. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Outside Durant. Durant draws the double. The 3 is up. Ooh, he's looking good tonight. He's drilled 9 of 15 so far.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Here's Holmgren. And the big finish by Holmgren.
And you know, as a roller, Holmgren shows great hands, and he makes nice adjustments moving downhill.
Pass to Durant. Over Dort. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron. Durant's got 5 points in the quarter.
This is an intelligent play call by Durant, shaking up the defense so he can find his angle.
And here's Holmgren, covered by Smith. From deep, SGA. Drops in the three.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
It's Thompson, high post. Pass to Eason. Just 5 on the clock. Durant for three. And Houston, another three.
Easy money. Durant claps back with a three.
Outside Joe. Screen by Holmgren. To the inside. The kick out to Williams. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Joe. Thompson with a steal.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Rockets.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Kevin Durant.
And he's been a well-oiled machine on offense, keeping things simple on this end, getting the looks that he wanted, knocking them down.
Rockets here at home in this Western Conference matchup live here in Houston. Buckle yourselves in, everybody. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan. And alongside tonight, Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy. With Adley LaForce reporting from the sidelines. Fox, no good.
Well, give credit. Defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim.
Back to Şengün. Looking for Adams. He gets it there. Good, and the assist goes to Şengün. Well, Greg, I hope you're ready. We're going to be cranking our heads back and forth, watching these teams race up and down the floor all game long.
And this is the definition of an exciting matchup. Don't be shocked if the 24-second clock doesn't come into play. They like to keep the pace fast.
Hey, yo, right here.
Vassell outside. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. From outside, off the mark. And it's Houston's ball. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. The three from KD. Good on the three-point shot.
Silky corner shot by Durant. He is so confident in his ability to hit from that range.
Pass to Wembanyama. And it's in there.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Screen by Şengün. And another three for Houston.
KD could sit out there all day and nail threes if the defense lets him.
And the speed of De'Aaron Fox. Wow. G.A., he gets up the court in a hurry.
And you combine his water bug quickness with the towering size of Wembanyama. It's a 1-2 punch that promises to confound opponents for years to come.
Now, here's Fox. 6 on the shot clock. The Spurs need to get a shot. It's a great finish!
Oh, my gosh.
And we talk about how Wembanyama makes the wow plays. Wow.
Not a fast start here for the Spurs. Trailing by 4. It's stolen by Smith. Durant feeling it out a bit. To the inside. Lets the 3 fly. Down it goes. His third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
And that's exactly what he's looking for. Draining the triple.
Pass to Wembanyama. Tries again. Misses at the rim. Rockets leading by 7. The 3 from KD. And the Rockets hit again from deep.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
Yeah, we thought this might be the case. You see a few of those go through the net, it becomes contagious.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thank you. The Spurs last season acquiring De'Aaron Fox. He said what this team struggled with are the things that I bring. Self-creation, being able to touch the paint, getting into the teeth of the defense and collapsing it. And regardless of how well I'm playing in a game, I still command attention. My guys never just leave me. Kevin?
Okay, Allie, we thank you. Down low. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one.
Durant for 3. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
Durant with the steal. Poke loose. Beyond the arc. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
Fires the 3. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Durant's got 21.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Houston.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
Lets it go with the 3. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
And he knew what he was going to do before the ball even got to him. KD is always ready to let it fly.
Wembanyama knocks down the 10-footer. Wembanyama's got 8 points.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Fox feeling it out a bit. Pulls up from the corner. It's hauled in by Adams. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Here's Castle.
Using that one, Sengun timing the block.
Rockets on defense. 17-point game. Wembanyama up top. Three-pointer.
And shooting against Adams, very challenging. He's an assertive defender who won't back off.
Greg, you look at Alperen Schenker. He's one of the best combinators. It's a great finish! Oh, my.
Rocketing off the deck. Thompson showing that youthful exuberance.
They get it back. Right wing. And Fox has it in the corner. Now here's Thompson. Driving to the basket. Outside, KD. Three-pointer. It's number 9 to fall. He's only taken 10 shots.
There is no limit to what KD can do scoring the basketball.
Vassell wide open. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Vassell's got 6. To the middle. KD on the wing. 5 to shoot. And Houston again with the bucket.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
And Thompson shoots it home.
And he's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
Castle, no one around him. Off target from three-point range. And here's KD for 3. Not going to go that time. Pass to Champagnie. 1:25 left in the first half of the game. Back to Wembanyama. The Rockets pull it in. Outside Durant.
Well, we've got some terrific basketball in store for you tonight. Joined by Grant Hill and Tim Legler, this is Brian Anderson. And we'll have Ali LaForce reporting for us. Now here's Curry. The long-distance three is buried. And not too often we see a matchup like this one. Both of these teams are elite when it comes to cleaning the glass, Greg.
Yeah, B.A., and that's why I expect this to get physical around the rim, which will put the endurance of these teams' rebounders to the test.
And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
Oh, got that one up quick.
Oh, man, I wish I played in this era with all of this space.
All right, let's get a report from Ali.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Ime Udoka. I asked him about keys to the game, and he said all roads lead to Steph Curry, in particular, his movement off ball. Coach said even when you try to switch, he finds little pockets of space, then he uses that quick trigger to beat closeouts. It's never an easy matchup. Guys, back to you.
Okay, thanks, Ali.
Not sure there's such a thing as a bad three for Steph.
And Stephen Curry's been so good for so long. Tim, we tend to forget that early ankle injuries held him back.
Yeah, really, Brian, hard to imagine what he's overcome. Surgery in seasons 2 and 3 that strengthened his lower body and got those ankle braces. Sports medicine has unleashed a killer.
Now here's Curry. He's got 6. And the basket is good. Curry's got 8.
This small advantage is starting to snowball.
And one thing about this league we know, momentum can change in an instant.
Golden State with the ball. They're on an 11-3 run. Three-pointer. Another 3 for Golden State.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
Well, the score reflects it. They've just been the better team all the way around.
Now here's Curry. He's got 11. Outside Moody. And here's Butler outside. Drains the triple.
They've really built this lead on the back of their perimeter game.
Yeah, when you string triples together, it adds up quickly.
For 3, Durant. Durant with another miss.
The green light they gave him early should probably turn red. He needs to get others involved.
Curry from deep three-point land. Can't drop the tough three-pointer. Jacks up a three. Rebounded by Green.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
And he doesn't have to do it alone. He's got 4 teammates on the floor.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
So far, a great game plan and great execution, but we still have a long way to go.
Here's Adams. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. And Adams no good on that one. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Curry gets the bucket.
Look at how solid Curry's motion is. Almost like he could have done that blindfolded.
Rockets trail by 17. Outside Durant. There's the triple. The Warriors pull it in. Moody from outside. And that's not gonna go. Stephen Curry getting it done for the Warriors. Absolutely carrying the offense. He ends the quarter with 14. We'll be right back with you shortly. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Warriors?
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
So glad to have you on board for some hoops. I'm Brian Anderson, courtside, along with Grant. Hill and Tim Legler. Allie LaForce will be joining us in just a moment. The kick out, Curry. And it's Kevin Durant with the foul. That's his first foul. Grant, these are two teams with some of the highest assist rates in the league.
Yeah, B.A. And it really goes to show the unselfish attitude they both have. Not to mention how many skilled passers are on both rosters.
Now here's Durant. Puts up a deep three. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
And when you give up a three, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Here's Curry. Just 5 to shoot. And it's in there. Curry's got 5.
Not afraid to mix it up inside. Curry is a crafty finisher.
And it's exceptional, the level of commitment that Ime Udoka has inspired from this Rockets team, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, he's a player's coach, but very demanding, and he holds everyone accountable. It's all about professionalism and purpose.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Porzingis sets a screen. And here's Curry. He's got 5. And the layup is good. 7 points in the game.
Love the intensity from Curry, finding a way to work through the contact.
Here's Thompson. The kick to Durant. Fires the 3. Another 3 from Houston.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
And we knew coming into this game, we expected him to be very involved early.
Outside Butler. And again, it's Stephen Curry.
Yeah, most of the time, you assume Curry's 3 ball is falling. That's how good he is.
Pass to Thompson. Releases. And the Rockets tack on 2 more.
He's an absolute beast to deal with for the defense. Sometimes he can even leave you feeling helpless.
Here's Porzingis. On the wing, Green. Right side, Moody. The 3 is up. Another 3 for Golden State.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And Tim, last season, Draymond Green adding a Hustle Player of the Year award to his Hall of Fame resume.
Yeah, and B.A., that's an award every young player should aspire to have. But I know for Draymond Green, he was hoping to get his 2nd Defensive Player of the Year award.
Moody from outside. Nails it from beyond the arc. Moody's got 6.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost them 3.
Outside Durant. They double team Durant. Pass to Eason. Here's Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
That is Thompson's game, rocking the rim and giving his team some energy.
Well, coaches really appreciate when guys defend with that kind of effort. Just a fantastic job protecting the rim.
Eason with room. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim.
Good decision making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
Outside for Green. Eason with a steal. Back comes Houston in transition. Here's Smith. Ooh, the dunk by Smith.
Did you see that? I mean, going right to the rim. That's how you finish in the open floor.
And give him a lot of credit for his effort right there running the floor.
Both teams have it going here early and still. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. All right, what do you think about the Rockets?
Well, so far, they've got things rolling along nicely at the offensive end.
Yeah, the energy was there. The communication was there. I think they can build on this going forward.
And what a wild ride last season for the Warriors, Tim.
Well, it was a roller coaster. They started out hot out of the gate. Then they faded, falling all the way to the 11th seed at one point in the West. Then the Jimmy Butler trade righted the ship and got them back in the playoffs.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. That's on Jimmy Butler.
Defense gets a little too close to Durant there, and he smartly makes sure to pick up the foul while shooting.
Well, Tim, Kevin Durant, the winner of the 2025 Magic Johnson Award, recognized for his grace with the media.
Well, he is willing to engage with the media and the fans, B.A., even on a range of topics. He'll weigh in and give his thoughts.
Now, we know he can hit threes, but Kristaps showing he can slam it too.
He bailed out the defense because that's an easy look for him.
Moody from outside. Drains the triple. Moody's got 6 points in the quarter.
Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
Yeah, that's how you create that spacing, and that will open up a lot of options offensively.
From the high post. Ooh, locked in. Drains his 5th shot in as many attempts.
Yeah, the single-minded focus of Durant on offense, it's all about getting buckets, no distractions.
Ooh, stolen by Smith. And the foul called on Draymond Green. That's his first foul of the game. Second quarter here, just over a minute and a half played. Inside. Here's Durant. Oh, Durant playing big in the paint.
You gotta push Durant farther away than this, or he will make you pay.
And it's Moody penetrating. Back to Curry. Outside for Green. Pass to Moody. 4-3. Another 3 for Golden State. You know, it seems like players today have more freedom with their shot selection than ever before, Tim.
Yeah, B.A., there's no question about it. I think you could actually make the argument coaches are particular in a different way. They're looking more for threes, layups, and dunks, not as much from the mid-range, and if you can add that shot, really makes you stand out.
So interesting. I've seen coaches take players out for not shooting open shots.
Oh, I wish I had that coaching when I played.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. Amen Thompson, one of the most spectacular athletes in basketball. Coach Ime Udoka said he's so fast and explosive that he has the versatility to attack any matchup. Put a big body on him, he still has his advantages. We can put him anywhere in actions, and he can get downhill. Brian, back to you.
What an athlete. Okay, Allie, thanks for the report. Green, a screen. Just 4 to shoot. Golden State needs to get off a shot. And here's Curry for 3. That shot, no good. Smith outside. Launches a 3. And Houston another 3.
You know, Smith came into the league as a capable and confident shooter off the catch.
Curry from inside.
He found some room there along the baseline, some space at the rim, goes right up and puts it in without resistance.
Pass to Durant. They double team Durant. Smith outside. Late clock. Houston's got to hurry. Adams. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. The Warriors leading. And that's an intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
It's his first trip to the line. And he makes the first. And so Curry nails both of them.
And one of the responsibilities with being a great player is making free throws.
And the foul called on Draymond Green. That'll be a second foul of the game. Here's Thompson.
Oh!
A big finish right there.
Awesome. That's unreal. I mean, Thompson, that boy's going to hit his head on the rim one day. Oh. When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
And stolen by Green. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Warriors ahead, up 3. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. A streamlined rebuild for the Rockets. In 2021, they trade away James Harden. 4 years later, the number 2 seed in the West, Brandon.
And they haven't shortchanged their future either. Sure, they've added key veterans, but the bulk of their roster is still very young with room to grow.
Here's Şengün. And Şengün throw it down.
Yeah, great finish by Şengün. I love when he goes up with power.
Back to Butler. The kick out. Curry. No good on the triple. The Rockets trail. Knocked away. Butler with a steal. And it's Butler with the jam.
And this is where Butler wants to attack you. Ground zero.
And it's Thompson penetrating. That's tipped.
Trying to show off for the fans and give them their money's worth. Just couldn't finish.
Green, a screen. Outside Curry. Back to Butler. Pass to Santos. And a great assist by Butler as that one goes. And now it's a 6-point Warrior lead.
Yeah, defensively, you just have to be better than that. You know he's a very good three-point shooter.
An outstanding defender. Butler uses his size and length well to swat shots.
I love the shot selection from him right now. He's not settling, and that's why he's shooting at a very high rate.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Well, that's not a horrible shot for him to take, but you could still probably find a higher percentage shot.
Well orchestrated, and then the pass is right on the money.
Outside Curry. Money! Stephen Curry, the three-point king.
Look at how solid Curry's motion is. Almost like he could have done that blindfolded.
Tim, does it seem to you that Stephen Curry gets better when the buzzer is approaching?
Well, if that's true of anyone, it's Steph, B.A., a former clutch player of the year. He's very comfortable with the outcome in his hands.
Moody on the wing. Another three for Golden State.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
Right wing. Here's Şengün. No good with the triple. The Warriors lead by 5. Curry from deep three-point land. Another three for Golden State.
This is why you gotta be right up on Curry. Any breathing room he gets is too much.
The three, Durant. And the three-pointer is good for Durant.
Now he's leading the charge for them, but let's be honest, he needs more help if they're gonna get out in front.
He's doing everything he can to keep them in this game, finding good looks.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
29 seconds left in the third. To the inside. Curry with a the steal.
Tried to thread it inside, but just too much congestion.
And the Warriors with another three.
Well, guys, I'm happy I'm not guarding Steph right now. On nights like tonight, Curry can...